If you've been on social media recently, you've seen a lot of content about boring business ideas that can generate $1 million. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the best boring business idea. It doesn't require you to show your face. It doesn't require you even to leave your house. We're going to look at examples of these boring business ideas in action, and I'm actually going to show you how to do this step by step for yourself. So make sure you watch this entire video to learn the best boring business idea that anybody can start. If this is the first time joining me, hello, my name is Alston with AlstonGodbolt.com. Welcome aboard. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to learn real affiliate marketing and make money online, tips, tricks, and tactics. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, recently you have seen a bunch of content over on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube about boring old business ideas that can generate $1 million. They require a lot of time, a lot of research, and you kind of have to be a little bit of an expert when it comes to things like cost accounting and finding these diamonds in the rough. You have to be a really smart person in order to identify these boring old business ideas. Now, what I want to show you is how you could start a boring old business without being a genius, without having to do a ton of research, without having to have a bunch of background in accounting and finance, and you can actually get started with this today. First thing that I want to show you, if we take a look at my computer, is I just typed in a very simple word, best vacuum cleaner. Now, this is something that people are searching millions of times per day. Think about it. If you've got a dog, if you just moved into a house, if your vacuum cleaner broke, there are a million reasons why people are typing in best vacuum cleaner. Now, if we look at this, we see some ads at the top. That's not really what we're interested in. What we are interested in is these results here. One's by the New York Times, the best vacuum cleaners from the New York Times. The second one, though, is from a guy by the name of Tom, tomsguide.com. Best vacuum cleaners 2022, top picks for your home. If we click on this, what he's done is he's actually put together a list of the 5 or 10 best vacuum cleaners for your needs. And believe it or not, this is actually not that difficult to do. Now, if we take a look at this website, you are inundated with a bunch of stuff, and this stuff is actually helping him make money. And we start at the top, you can see that this is an ad here. On each side, there are 2 more ads. This video here is an ad, and then this HBO Max thing is an ad as well. That's just on the top scroll here. If we scroll through, you can see there are even more ads that are popping up. Also, there is a link here that says check Amazon. If I were to click this link and buy the vacuum cleaner or really anything within a 24-hour period, he can make money. Now, the reason why I think this is the best boring old business is I actually don't like writing. I find writing to be incredibly boring, but the cool thing with this is that this type of content is going to be on the internet forever. Just to show you, I did a little bit of research about Tom's Guide. His blog started way back in 2015. So what he did is he actually added content starting in 2015 until present, and he has a traffic value of over $16 million. Think about that for a second. This boring old blog that he started in 2016 has a traffic value of $16.6 million. Now, the traffic value is actually going to be different than the amount of money that he makes. He could make more, he could make less. In my guess, in my estimation, he's probably making more. And it's just a really boring old blog. He did a little bit of research, and I'll show you how to do research in just a moment. He went out and did the legwork, answered questions, and now he has the opportunity to make money. It is incredibly boring, in my opinion, to write a blog, but it can be rewarding again and again and again, and you don't have to leave your house. In fact, if you don't want to write the blog yourself, you can hire someone else to do it for you. It doesn't get much easier than that. So just to show you, that's one example. Let me show you another example. What I typed in here is best camera under $300. Now, if we take a look at this, there's a website here called pixafocus.com. The second one, lapseoftheshutter.com. 2 websites that I've never heard of, but again, boring old business. Now, if you are confused about what I'm talking about, it's simply just starting a blog. Now, the cool thing with starting a blog is there are multiple ways to monetize a blog, and we'll talk about those in just a moment. But if we keep scrolling through here, this person has far fewer ads, and they're relying primarily, once again, on Amazon. So if you look at this, and I click on this button where I can check the price, and I purchase anything within 24 hours, he can earn a commission. It doesn't get any more boring than that, where you wake up every few months and you see a large deposit from Amazon or any other program or website that you partner with. And so as you can see here, it doesn't get much boring than doing a little bit of research, figuring out what people want to know, and then simply answering that question. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how you can start your own boring old business. Before we get into that, I want to talk to you a little bit more about starting a boring old business like a blog. The reason why I like blogging is simply you can write at your own pace. If you aren't a fast typer, if you don't like being on a computer, you can actually take your time. You can write it out if you want, and then hire someone to type it in if you want to. In fact, one of the first ways that I started making money online was a blog, and the blog is still up today, and it still actually brings me money, even though I haven't written up on the blog. I haven't added any new blog posts in over about 3 years at this point. My main blog, alstongodbolt.com, actually generates me even more money every single day. The other cool thing with starting a boring old blog is you can start multiple blogs in multiple niches or areas of opportunity, and you can earn generally semi-passive income. Now, the reason why I say it's semi-passive and not completely passive is you do need to add content to the blog. You either need to write it yourself or hire someone to do it. Now, again, in this video, I'm going to talk about different ways that you can monetize your boring old blog, how you can find different keywords and different opportunities, and how you can get started. So the first thing that we should probably talk about is how to get started with your blog. What you need to do is you need to get a domain name and web hosting. Now, don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out the perfect domain name, because as we saw here with Tom's Guide or tomsguide.com, literally any domain name will work. You can use your name like I do with alstongodbolt.com, or you can use a name of the niche like thesecuritycameraguy.com. Don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. Just pick a domain name. Next, you're going to need web hosting. Web hosting is where your website will live on the internet. You are going to rent essentially hard drive space from a web hosting provider, and I'll actually link my favorite web hosting provider for beginners down in the description. You are going to get a domain name and web hosting from them, and then you're going to install WordPress. WordPress is simply the content management system. It will allow you to write content better and faster so that you're not worrying about HTML or CSS or some of those other programming languages. And so now that you've got the blog set up, and in reality it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to do that, you need to figure out what to write. And so I'm actually going to show you how to do that real quick. Now, I use a paid keyword research tool called Ahrefs. If you can't use Ahrefs, there are tons of free tools out there, but in my opinion, Ahrefs saves me time, and that's worth the money. So what I've done is I've just typed in the word best, and I've added in the other word under. So we're looking for best under, best X under Y. For example, if we look at this, best laptop under $500. The keyword difficulty here is a scale between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more competitive it will be. Now, just best X under Y, there are over 2.3 million searches per month. There are over 314,000 keywords. And so what we can do to give us a better chance of ranking is we can enter in the keyword difficulty from 0 to 20. So we want to see ones that are low competition or potentially new. If we make this change here, you're going to see that there are still a ton of searches of people looking for best X under Y. Now let me take a second to explain what best X under Y means. Best X under Y, for example, best bourbon under $50. This person wants to buy bourbon, they just want it to fit their budget. So this is a buyer's keyword. Now if we look at this, best office chair under $200. Someone wants to buy an office chair, this one's broken, or the hydraulic is going down on its own, and so they're looking for a office chair under $200. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go out and do a little bit of research. You can go to websites like Amazon or Office Max or Home Depot, Office Depot, and you're going to do a little bit of research. The research is going to entail the price, the size requirements, height requirements. You're really going to put yourself in the mind of the consumer and figure out what the consumer wants to know. This might entail you going out to Office Max or some other company and testing the office chair yourself. You don't have to do that, but it's great for getting pictures for your blog. So you can see here there are tons of searches, 1.2 million searches per month, almost 12,000 keywords for keywords that aren't too difficult. Best gaming laptop under $1,500. These people want to buy a gaming laptop. and they only have a budget of $1,500. So this is one really good example. What you're going to do is you're going to do a little bit of research and figure out exactly what your target audience wants to know. And then you're going to partner with different companies like Amazon or Best Buy or Walmart, and you are going to get something called affiliate links. And you're going to put those affiliate links in your boring old blog. And when people click on those links and purchase the product you're recommending, you can earn a commission. Now, there are literally thousands of affiliate programs out there. The big one is Amazon, but there are tiny mom and pop ones that will pay you a fair amount as well. But that's just one way that you can actually monetize your blog. Let's look at another example of a boring old blog that you could start. If we look at this one, you can see best X4Y. For example, best shoes for standing all day. That gets 39,000 searches per month. It has a keyword difficulty of 32. You can see here that the best X4Y is searched 70 million times per month, and there are over 9 million keywords. So what we can do is we can change the keyword difficulty once again to 20 or less. Now again, in my opinion, blogging is boring, but it can be extremely profitable, as we saw with Tom's Guide. So we can click on show results, and if we take a look, it's searched over 25 million times per month. There are over 232,000 keywords, and people are looking up best champagne for mimosas, best foundation for oily skin. That's going to be a great one where you can potentially make money because the beauty niche is a really big niche. Best bread for French toast. Some of these are going to not make sense or not be relevant, but you can see best shampoo for dry scalp. People are looking this up 11,000 times per month, and it only has a keyword difficulty of 19. So you're simply going to do a little bit of research. You're going to go to websites. You can even go over to Amazon and look at product reviews and see what people are saying with regard to the product, and you can incorporate that into your blog. So you're going to write consistently. If you can write 3 times a week, perfect. If you can't write 3 times a week, that's okay. You just want to make sure that you are consistently adding to your blog and checking your analytics. Now let's talk about all of the different ways that you could make money with your boring old blog. Now the most obvious way is with affiliate marketing. In my opinion, affiliate marketing is the best way because you can get paid to recommend other people's products and services. Another way that you can make money, if we look at Tom's Guide, for example, is he has a ton of ads. Now, the most commonly known ad network is Google AdSense. However, Google AdSense doesn't pay you the best. You can use things like AdThrive, Zoic. There are tons of premium ad networks. Just Google premium ad networks. They do have requirements with minimum amount of traffic if you're looking to make more money. Depending on the niche that you select, you can also create a course and sell that to them. You can actually get paid for people guest posting on your blog. There are literally 7, 8, maybe 10 ways that you can monetize your blog. And so really, you're just going to either write content yourself or hire someone to write content for you, and you're going to update this frequently and you can make money. So it's actually really simple once you think about it. Your boring old blog is going to be working for you in the background 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The step 1 is to pick a domain name and web hosting. The second link in the description will be to my #1 recommended web hosting provider for beginners. You're going to install WordPress, install a WordPress theme. You'll actually get a few free themes included in your web hosting. You're going to do a little bit of research like I showed you how to do. You're going to start writing, and then you can think about different ways to monetize. In my opinion, this is the best boring business simply because you don't have to show your face. You don't have to go out and do a little bit of research. You don't have to be an accounting genius. You don't have to have a background in finance, and you can build this up over a long period of time. As I mentioned, I have my oldest blog. I haven't written a blog post on it in about 2 to 3 years at this point, and it still brings me money every single day. Now that you know the best boring business for beginners, click the first link in the description for my free 4-step guide to make money online with products that you already own. Click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbolt.com/start. Watch these videos next for more tips and tricks to make money online. Also check out my website, alstongodbolt.com, for even more tips, tricks, and tactics to make money online. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with 5 of your friends.